Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome back to Papa-Norr's story time. I trust you are enjoying the book I'm reading, A Saint in Brown Sandals by Elizabeth Irene Beatty. If you're new to this channel, I would like to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification button, like it, and share it. The book is very, very interesting. And especially today, I'm very excited because we have a guest reader today. Her name is Nana Fosu. Nana Fosu will be reading for us week 5, 6, 7, and 8. Why don't you come along with me? Let's listen to Nana. Nana, over to you.
Week 5, Monday, February 1st. At PE in front of the whole class, Mr. Peters asked me if he would see me at this afternoon's athletics practice session. I told him I wanted to try something different this term, so I was joining cultural dance instead. He cocked his head, as if he wasn't sure what he had just heard. "But Robbie," he exclaimed, "why don't you wait and change over next term? This term, we want to feature our best talents on TV, and your place in the 4x100 meter relay team is guaranteed. You don't even need much practice. You're a natural." I told him I'd thought carefully about this. I wouldn't be joining the Saints this term. He shook his head and ordered me to come to his office after school. Fatima is not being a very supportive friend at all. She looked very skeptical when I told her I'd be dumping athletics and joining cultural dance instead. "That's how you developed," I explained. "By trying new things. Who knows? I might be even better at dance than athletics. And besides, it's getting boring being a saint." She muttered something about me being influenced by my new friends and walked off. What's wrong with her? Tuesday. Maybelline wanted to know what Mr. Peters said to me in his office yesterday. I told her he had been a little sharp and didn't seem to appreciate the need for me to try something new. "How can he expect you to ever develop talents in other areas if you stick to the same thing all the time?" she sniffed. She's right. People have to change. I can't do the same all the time. Went for my first dance practice today. The dance teacher, Mrs. Dankwa, said we were going to learn 3 dances this term: Adowa, Damba, and Kpangnogo. Adowa is one of those Ashanti dances and has got some difficult footwork, but it's quite an expressive dance, she explained. From the look on your face and movements of your body, the dance can be expressive. Can express everything from admiration and joy to displeasure and contempt. Damba is from northern Ghana and doesn't show quite a wide range of expressions, she said. She added, "But your body movements need to be just as fluid." The last one, Kpangnogo, is a cheerful Ga dance with vibrant and cheeky moves. I didn't know you had to have a history lesson before each dance session. Wednesday. Cultural dance is a lot harder than I thought, and a lot less fun than dancing around a pool. You have to keep practicing the same old steps over and over again. Afterwards, when we were putting our shoes back on, I couldn't help admiring Maybelline's red shoes. They're so pretty. Why do my parents insist on buying me boring brown sandals? They refuse to even consider any color other than brown for my school shoes. I would have expected them to be a bit more sensitive to the needs of their only daughter. I have to work on getting a nicer pair of shoes. I will start kicking my sandals around, not when Mama and Daddy is watching, of course. And hopefully that would cause some serious wear and tear on them. Thursday. Mama asked me if I wanted to invite Fatima over this Saturday. I don't think so. Fatima said being friends with Maybelline and Co. is making me act weird. I have a feeling she's a little jealous. Also, she keeps asking me how I'm finding my new club, and I find that irritating. Saturday. We still don't have a housemaid, so Mama made me go to the market with her today. I told her I needed to stay home to practice my dance steps, but she wouldn't listen. The market is the most unpleasant place. Flies and open gutters, smelly fish, noisy haggling. But it wasn't all bad. The fishmonger said she had an unemployed niece who was looking for work as a housemaid. We need a housemaid ASAP. What if one of the kids at school had seen me carrying a basket out of the market? That would have been terrible. Week 6, Monday, February 8th. This morning, Maybelline asked me to help her finish an assignment that needed to be on Mrs. Menz's desk before assembly bell. It was 5 minutes to the bell, and I still had Jojo to drop off at nursery school, but I helped her. The minute we were finished, the bell rang and we heard Sister Sophia Carmen's footsteps. That's when Maybelline grabbed Jojo and knelt in front of him. So when Sister Sophia Carmen rounded the corner, she saw Maybelline busy tying Jojo's shoelaces and me standing by. Maybelline got a smile. I got 50 lines for being late. Tuesday, I had to miss TV time last night to write my lines. Punctuality is essential in all civilized communities. When I handed them to Sister, she wagged her finger at me and said, "If you had taken the time to tie your brother's shoelaces in the car, you would have not held back that dear friend of yours. I hope that with time, you'll absorb Maybelline's kind of caring qualities." I tried to explain myself, but she shushed me and sent me off. So much for democracy at St. Catherine's. I wish we could have a private word with the VIPs who are coming. I'll tell them not to be fooled by Sister Sophia Carmen's drivel about democracy. In truth, the pupils at St. Catherine's are being oppressed by a bunch of tyrannical women with cloths on their head. I told Maybelline how unfair it was that I got to write lines, but she said I was being petty and humorless. She didn't talk to me at all during dance today. Wednesday. Maybelline apologized for getting me into trouble and invited me over to her house on Saturday afternoon. She asked me not to take the lines issue too badly. I didn't want to look mean and unforgiving, so I said, okay. Relief at last. The fishmonger's niece started work as our housemaid today, and I no longer have to scrub pots and pans. Thursday. I found Odawa a little too hard. Damba is okay, but Banlogo is my dear favorite. I told Maybelline that I thought it was the most fun of the three. She looked unimpressed and said she always thought it was the most unladylike dance. All that hopping around like billy goats make Banlogo dancers sweat and smelly, she said. Saturday. Maybelline does not live in a house. She lives in a mansion. Huge garden, summer hats, fully air-conditioned, even in the kitchen. Patio furniture, maids, steward boys and drivers, and a cook. And best of all, a bedroom, air-conditioned. All to herself, and no little brother to have to share with. She's also got her own TV, DVD, and CD player. When Mama came to pick me up, she cheerfully asked Maybelline to come over next week. I don't want Maybelline to come to our house. Compared with this castle, we live in a hut.
Wow, that was interesting reading by Nana, wasn't it? And the story developing beautifully. If you're new to this channel, one more time, I would like to encourage you to click on that notification button, like it, share it, and tell us what you think of the story we're reading so far. So that was the end of week 5 and 6. In the next reading, we will be bringing you week 7 and 8, again by Nana Fosu. Thank you very much for watching.